Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we'll solve some more CPC exam practice questions related to 60,000 series. I can see that many of you are putting efforts to study regularly for your CPC exam. With consistent practice, I assure you that success is going to be yours. Let's start with the first question. Read the question. Baby Smith was diagnosed with meningitis. His physician placed a needle through the fontanelle at the suture line to obtain a spinal fluid sample on Monday. The needle was withdrawn and the area bandaged. The baby required another subdural tap bilaterally on Wednesday. How would you report Wednesday's services? So let us check the options. Option A 61001 is for subdural tap through fontanelle or suture infant, unilateral or bilateral subsequent taps. And in option B, they have given first code 61000, that is for subdural tap through fontanelle or suture infant, unilateral or bilateral initial. And in option C, they have given 61070, that is for puncture of shunt tubing or reservoir for aspiration or injection procedure. And in option D, they have mentioned 61001 with modifier 50. So, can you think of the right answer? The right answer is option A, 61001, because that is for subdural tap through fontanelle or suture infant, unilateral or bilateral subsequent taps. Because in the scenario you can see they have given the physician placed a needle through the fontanelle at the suture line to obtain a spinal fluid sample. The needle was withdrawn and the area bandaged. The baby required another subdural tap bilaterally on Wednesday. So they're asking to report Wednesday's services. So the baby required another subdural tap bilaterally, right? So we have to code for subsequent taps because this question represents a subsequent tap. Therefore, option A is the right answer. We'll eliminate option B because the code 61000 is for initial, right? But we have to code for subsequent taps. Though they have mentioned 61001 as the second code, remember that 61001 is the indented code. So we have to code it alone to represent subsequent taps. We are not supposed to code it with the parent code. So eliminate option B. And option C 61070, that is for puncture of shunt tubing or reservoir for aspiration. So that is not mentioned in the scenario. So eliminate option C. And in option D they have given 61001, that is correct, but they have mentioned modifier 50. But the code already represents a bilateral procedure, right? They have given unilateral or bilateral. So we should not append modifier 50 again. So option D will be wrong. Let us move on to the next question. Let us read the question. 2-year-old arrives at the emergency department crying and tugging and holding her ear. After examination, the physician determines there is a small plastic toy piece lodged in the external auditory canal and removes it using small forceps. What is the procedure code for this service? Let us check the options. Check option A 69105. 69105 is for biopsy external auditory canal, and option B 69110 is for excision external ear partial simple repair, and option C 69200 is for removal foreign body from external auditory canal without general anesthesia, and 69205 in option D is for removal of foreign body from external auditory canal with general anesthesia. So which among these four codes is the right one? The right code is 69200, that is for removal foreign body from external auditory canal. You can see in the scenario there is removal of plastic toy piece, that is a foreign body, from the external auditory canal, okay? And the code 69200 is for without general anesthesia. You can check in the scenario they have not mentioned general anesthesia. So we are using the code 69200. The right answer is option C. We'll eliminate option A 69105 because that is for biopsy external auditory canal. In the scenario they have not mentioned biopsy. There is removal of a foreign body, right? So we'll eliminate option A. And option B 69110 is for excision external ear partial simple repair. In the scenario, they have not performed excision of external ear. So eliminate option B. And in option D, there is 69205, that is for removal foreign body from external auditory canal with general anesthesia. But in the scenario, anywhere general anesthesia is not mentioned. So directly eliminate option D. Let us move on to the next question. Read the question. After multiple orbital operations, fibrous adhesions form between the extraocular muscle and the orbital contents on the wall of the orbital cavity itself. The surgeon releases extensive scar tissue without detaching the extraocular muscle. So, what CPT code should be used for this procedure? Let us check the options. Check option A 67318. 67318 is for strabismus surgery, any procedure, superior oblique muscle. And check the code in option B 67311, that is for strabismus surgery, recession or resection procedure, one horizontal muscle. Check option C 67343, that is for release of extensive scar tissue without detaching extraocular muscle. And again in option D they have mentioned 67343. So first we'll eliminate the wrong options by using the first codes from each options. Okay. So which among these codes is the right one? The right code is 67343 because they have mentioned release of extensive scar tissue without detaching extraocular muscle. Okay, in the scenario you can see they have mentioned surgeon releases extensive scar tissue without detaching the extraocular muscle. Therefore, the right code is 67343. We'll eliminate option A and option B because the code 67318 is for strabismus surgery, any procedure, superior oblique muscle. So that is not mentioned in the scenario, right? So eliminate option A. And option B 67311 is for strabismus surgery, recession or resection, one horizontal muscle. In the scenario, they have not mentioned that the surgeon is releasing extensive scar tissue without detaching the extraocular muscle. Okay. The right answer is option C. In option D, they have mentioned 67343 with 67332. So the code 67332 is an add-on code that is for strabismus surgery on patient with scarring of extraocular muscles. Example, prior ocular injury, strabismus or retinal detachment surgery or restrictive myopathy. Okay. And below that they have mentioned use 67332 in conjunction with 67311 67318. And it will be wrong if we use the code 67332 for the above scenario. So eliminate option D. Option C is the right answer. Let us solve another question. Read the question. A 6-month-old patient required a bilateral subdural tap through a suture. How would this initial procedure be reported? Okay. So here they are asking bilateral subdural tap initial procedure code. So check option A 61000. 61000 is for subdural tap through fontanelle or suture, infant, unilateral or bilateral, initial. So that is exactly matching with the question. That is subdural tap through suture and it is a bilateral and initial procedure. So option A is the right answer. Okay. We'll eliminate option B because 61001 is for subsequent taps. In the scenario, they're asking for initial procedure. So we are not supposed to code 61001. Eliminate option B. And option C, 61000, they have appended modifier 50, but the description already includes a bilateral procedure. So we are not supposed to append modifier 50. Eliminate option C, and in option D, there is 61020, that is for ventricular puncture. So that is not mentioned in the scenario. Directly eliminate option D. Let us move on to the next question. To study the guidelines related to 60,000 series and also to practice some more questions, you can check the playlist CPC exam 60,000 series. The link will also be mentioned in the description. And also don't forget to show your support to my channel by liking, sharing and subscribing to CodeMed Mastery. Read the question. Biochemical and imaging evaluation reveals a 3 cm pheochromocytoma of the left adrenal gland on a 25-year-old female consenting to have it removed. The physician uses a sharp instrument to puncture the proximal area of the back to the retroperitoneal space superior to the kidney adjacent to the adrenal gland. Then a laparoscope was used in excising the adrenal gland. The correct CPT code is, let us check the options. Check option A, 60500. 60500 is for parathyroidectomy or exploration of parathyroids. And check option B, 60520, that is for thymectomy, partial or total transcervical approach. And check option C, 60540, that is for adrenal ectomy, partial or complete, or exploration of adrenal gland with or without biopsy, transabdominal, lumbar or dorsal, separate procedure. And in option D, 60650 is for laparoscopy, surgical with adrenal ectomy, partial or complete, or exploration of adrenal gland with or without biopsy, transabdominal, lumbar or dorsal. So, which among these is the right answer? The right answer is option D, 60650, because that is for laparoscopy, surgical with adrenal ectomy. In the scenario, you can see a laparoscope was used in excising the adrenal gland. So, we have to use a laparoscopy code, that is 60650. Therefore, option D is the right answer. We'll eliminate other options. We'll eliminate option A, 60500, because that is for parathyroidectomy or exploration of parathyroids. In the scenario, anywhere they have not mentioned parathyroidectomy, right? So, eliminate option A. And option B, 60520, is for thymectomy, partial or total transcervical approach. In the scenario, they have not mentioned thymectomy, right? They have mentioned excising the adrenal gland. So, that is adrenal ectomy. We should not code for thymectomy. 60520, eliminate that. And option C, 60540, is for adrenal ectomy, partial or complete, or exploration of adrenal gland with or without biopsy, transabdominal, lumbar or dorsal. But we have to go for laparoscopic procedure. And 60540 is not for laparoscopic procedure, right? So, we'll eliminate option C. Option D is the right answer. So, that's it for today. In the next video, we'll solve some more questions related to 60,000 series. So, stay tuned.